That is fine. But before I tell you more, I want to share my story. I started as a salesperson. I am sales. You don't have any good relationship with your boss. You hate your boss. And you always give me one feedback about your work. He told me, I'll give you be presentable. You are going to represent an organization. So be presentable. I was like, now he's going to tell me how to dress. Such a cheap. Of my job. One of my clients told me, can you come with your team and take one financial representation for all of us? And that day, first time I wear 4 months. What is the power of dressing? Look at my body language. Otherwise, I will tell you how I used to walk.
One moment.
That was 3 years back. Okay. And with my knees, obviously. So earlier I used to walk in front of my boss like this. I would be told me again and again, give me feedback, and I just ignore 100%. But after this event, I realized what he was trying to say. And that was a very, very crucial thing in my life. And after that event, I started representing myself as a very good leader or very good person in front of everyone. I started working on my dressing attitude, whether it's a one-person meeting or in front of 50 people. But our dressing is not only about dressing itself, it's about hygiene plus your ingredients and your loss. To talk more about that, now I'm going to tell you the structure of it. Those are the things guiding me. First is prepared speech section, second is table topic section, and last is general knowledge. Today we have education, so we will have table topic. And now we directly move to prepared speech section. Before that, I'm going to introduce acting for today. So for the timer of today's meeting is Toastmasters Sasikan, critical engineer by profession. I invite you on the stage.
Being the Toastmaster of the day and fellow Toastmasters, yes, and Toastmaster session out on the timer of the day. The timer of the development today is the time the prepared speeches, table topics, and the evaluations. For the prepared speeches, allotted time varies as per the project and will be stated by the evaluator. For instance, for icebreaker speeches, the allotted time is 4 to 6 minutes. And for table topics, the time allotted is 1 to 2 minutes. For evaluation, the time allotted is 2 to 3 minutes. The speakers must meet the specified time limit to qualify for the awards at the end of the meeting. I will display the red. I will display the red card at the minimum qualifying time, yellow card at the midpoint of the qualifying time range, and the red card at the maximum qualifying time till the end of the speech. For the prepared speeches and evaluation, speaker has 30 seconds grace period before the minimum qualifying time and after the maximum qualifying time. For table topics, there is a grace period of 30 seconds only after the red screen is displayed. All the speakers will continue to speak beyond 30 seconds grace period will be not qualified for the time taking our speakers. Thank you and
Okay, our founder for today's meeting, Toastmaster Arsha. He is a business consultant by profession. I invite Toastmaster Vidya Arsha on stage to explain her role. Time for West India. Afterwards, I don't know I'm working from the university, so we are okay, thank you so much. Over to you. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and juniors. My name is Agnel Toastmasters. I'm the founder of the day. So as we have guest today, so first I would like to share like what is the purpose of having this role in the meeting. So our founder is an evolving tool basically in public speaking development, wherein like our founder helps the speaker about their speaking habits as a and reduce reliance on the pillar word expression and sound, which lead ultimately speaker for confident communication to the environment. So, like many speakers use these pillars unconsciously using when they take pause or when we are nervous. So, our founder make them aware about these habits so that they can communicate effectively. Maybe there are a couple of speakers who like know about these pillars. So, our founder help them again about their speaking habits and they practice and prepare better for it. So the purpose of role today is I will take notes of the words and the expression which are used as a pillar and crutches. Every speaker who comes here as a who come on the podium. During this meeting, I will listen to the overused word like I, so, will, and I will also listen for the sounds, like sometimes we say so I will take the note for all the words. And even I will note down the words like if you are repeating words, like sometimes we have a habit of saying I, or else we say this means this thing. So at the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times each speaker uses. Now for the grammarian round, I will invite Toastmaster on stage. He's a business development professional.
I'm the grammarian for today, and as we know for grammarian, yes, I listen to everybody who speaks on the stage today, and take note of any improper use of language, and whether you use the phrase of the day. So today, the word of the day and the phrase of the day. The word of the day is repeat. So repeat means something is built or abundantly provided for. Like Toastmaster Ramanathan's speech was replete with humor. Traffic signals are replete with letters. Then you have phrase of the day. Phrase of the day is turn of trumps. So it's to be used where you succeed when success is unexpected. Donald Trump won the elections and turned the Trumps. So that was one example. So but whenever you use this word of the day and the phrase of the day, all the fellow Toastmasters, they're supposed to raise your hand as thumbs up. So it gives them support. And I would, at the last of the meeting, give a report on everybody and the phrases used, as well as the word of the day used, and any improper usages will be highlighted. Thank you. So let's compliment for attack. So I keep I generally don't present much because I'm not busy for that. I attend exhibitions as part of my job. One of the exhibitions in Germany, I was wearing a hat, and I got a lot of compliments. People were complimenting me about, but the hat was very good. I'm surprised with that.
Thank you so much. This is my second
The one which I So, good evening all. My role is quiz master. This role is introduced by this master recently in these meetings. The purpose of this role is basically to keep the Toastmasters active during the sessions, so that they will listen actively to the speeches, the table topics and evaluation. Today, as it is a educational session, table topics will not be there. That means my primary role is I will make a list of questionnaires based on the speeches and table topics. So it is your own responsibilities to listen to the speeches and table topics carefully.
Everything about that. I evaluate like that. You admire someone, you notice everything about them. And I admire this person from day one. She's the one who always wears floral prints.
During his evaluation speech as part of level 1 project 3 for the topic engaging humor. The purpose of this project is to practice applying speech evaluation feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during the evaluation. The purpose of this speech is also for the member to deliver constructive feedback on another member's presentation. Remember, please note the timing of the speech evaluation is 2 to 3 minutes. All the best to my understanding.
Master Rajesh on stage. He's also trainer by profession, and he is kind of a person who always experiment with clothes. If you know that it's a humorous speech, and after that his Bollywood theme as a blockbuster of the day. So I invite Master Rajesh on stage.
Evening, fellow Toastmasters. My target speaker is Toastmaster Dheeraj Singh, and his pathway is presentation mastery, level 2, project 2. The project name is effective body language. I will please note 5 to 7 minutes. This is fine. And the purpose of this project is for the member to deliver a speech with awareness of intentional and unintentional body language, as well as to learn, practice, and refine how to use non-verbal communication when delivering a speech. All the best. So much to be there.
Speaker for today's meeting, Toastmaster Dheeraj. He is engineer by profession, scientist at GRC.
only that. So, I could not finish the question problem because I am writing everything from somewhere else.
So. We are all coming from somewhere.
Emotional student 2.2, Toastmaster English.
Good evening, Toastmaster of the day, hello Toastmaster and my dear guests. Let me share with you all my experience with two contradictory teachers during my studies. One was ugly, cruel, no emotion, and strict, my maths teacher. Other side was beautiful, adorable, hilarious, and caring, my English teacher. And the name of both the teacher clearly depicts their physical personality. The maths teacher name was Iqbal. Iqbal. He had also one the left on his head. My English teacher name was Miss Rosie. She was sweet and beautiful like a rose. I did everything notorious. My English teacher was like, Dheeraj, be gentleman, Dheeraj. Touch your shirt, Dheeraj. Roll down your collar, Dheeraj. She will never beat any student. At the most, she will shout out and say, I have never seen such students in my whole life. And she repeats this statement every year in each class. If the student still does not calm down, then she will use a Brahmastra. She will call PT teacher, a strongest weapon for notorious students. And we all know how a male teacher behaves when there is a female teacher in the class. I used to like Miss Rosie, and I attended all the class attentively, but still my English didn't improve. There is another importance of focus. Actually, in English class, I learned about different hairstyles. I still feel that Miss Rosie likes me. It's been more than 10 years, but still she is not able to forget me. Every night she messages me and says, Dheeraj, please don't message me. Let's come to my math teacher. Tell me honestly, how many of you have seen that teacher uses wooden scale for drawing the line? No, no teacher uses wooden scale for drawing the line. And this is because of wooden scale that me and my backbencher friend learned Garba during the school days. Whenever my math teacher used to beat us, we used to do like. And I never liked my math teacher. Not because he was beating us, but because he used to interfere in my personal matter, in my personal choices. He used to suggest me every time, Dheeraj, don't watch horror movie. Wherever I make it, Dheeraj, don't watch horror movie. It's my personal choice. And I used to get frustrated. One day I asked, oh, sir, it's my personal choice. He slapped me and said, don't watch horror movie in the class. And that too I am teaching. Not at least in the front row. It's such a loud volume. Sometimes I start watching horror movies with all of you. So because of all these beatings and punishment, my teacher realized this beating and punishment will have no positive repercussion on notorious students like me. So they need to change their modus of operating of handling notorious students like me. So they brought many motivating initiatives in the schools, like they started giving free teas to the students in library. And you can have the tea whenever you feel stressed. I was feeling more stressed. So I was having more tea. But the problem started when they started stopping me from having more tea. The principal laid down a rule that one student cannot get more than 50 teacups in a day. So this was not acceptable to me because I was wasting the library only for having the tea. My dinner, breakfast, lunch, everything was replaced by library tea. My English teacher felt that I am not able to concentrate on studies because I am too unhealthy. And then it's obvious, no normal student weighs 100 kg at the age of 70. So she started giving me motivational tips, stating her own example. She came to me and said, yes, I daily run 10 kilometers. That's why you see I am fit and my face glows. I looked at her and said, yes, ma'am, your face glows. But why should I run? My father is having a car. Why should I run a measure 10 kilometers of length of road? That can be done by an odometer of my car. After listening to my reply, she just said motor. But her facial expression was saying something more than motor to me. Next day, she brought her car and said,
said, we will go for trekking. I like this move because of obvious reason. I said, and we started moving. I told them, madam, I'm not able to fix the belt. She said, pull the belt properly and you will be able to fix it. Madam, I'm still not able to fix the belt. He said, pull the belt. There is a red color buckle, red color strap. Inside and the belt was fixed. But I'm still not able to do it. She stopped the car, asked me, what's your problem? And quickly fix the car belt. Is it okay now? Madam, my pants belt is not fixing. Two times. And this time her facial expression was saying definitely more than motu to me. Out of anger and frustration, she broke my icon and threw it at me and said, I don't want such students in my school. Madam, that was your ATM card. She got frustrated and threw me out of the car. And she was about to drive over me, but luckily I got saved. When my maths teacher got to know all these things, he smiled and said, this fitness and team will not make any difference. And he started bringing many games in the school, like table tennis, carrom board, ludo, and many more. And the rule was that if you feel stress, you can play. I was feeling more stress. So I was playing more. But the problem started when they started stopping me from playing the game. They started stopping me from playing gambling in the Jua in the school. And the maths teacher came running after me and said, what are you doing? You're destroying the school environment. I took him and showed him, sir, my friend Pankaj got 1,000 rupees. He's dancing like a DJ. You see, many people are dancing like DJ. They're getting free DJ in the school. And you want to stop such a cordial and amicable environment? Next day, I was suspended from the school. Same day, I visited a good club and started playing gambling there. My principal came running after me and said, Dheeraj, what are you doing? Are you mad? I said, now I am out of your school. I am now a suspended student. What's your problem, sir? He said, play whatever game you want to play, but at least don't bet my school in gambling. What if you lose the gambling? So luckily, turned the top and I was able to win that gambling game. And I ensured that there is this lovely quality of team for every student. Thank you. Over to you, Pastor.
One minute for that.
Those who don't have feedback, please raise your hand.
Why became winner? Evaluation objective for Vidya Vinay is the first person I have seen who always wear frock and always wear attire as a frock. Whenever he gives me, I think he has t-shirt for every school. So I invite you to speak.
Take it, declare, smile, fine, trying to make it okay. So today I am going to evaluate an evaluator who is going to give an evaluation for the speaker. And my purpose is to give a constructive feedback for that evaluation.
Take the speech objective now, Toastmaster Kalyan.
Toastmaster and fellow guest.
I'm going to evaluate Toastmaster Kalyan. He is attempting project persuasion mastery from pathway presentation mastery, persuasive speaking from presentation mastery, level 3 and project 1. The time allocated would be 5 to 7 minutes. And over to you.
Having 24 years experience in sales.
Master, guest, my evaluator, and my evaluator. How many of you guys I believe you all enjoy driving. At the same time, you also kind of see the people reaching the road safety rules. You get annoyed, you get irritated. We strongly believe in that. On the night of 28th July 2023, I got a call in the midnight from my friend informing Dr. Satya, one of my closest college mates, was holding 4 patterns in internal combustion engine and guiding a whole sum of PhD students. And on top of it, he used to teach me how to write safely. That in an road accident. I was really shocked to hear this news. I don't believe such a kind of person who can went to an accident, that would go accident. What they learned, the causes, wrong side driving, by a truck driver. He was coming in the wrong way, putting this gun. I researched upon this topic. What causes road accident? One is over speeding, and second is wrong side. I worked upon the topic and I am really shocked to see that every year in India, we are losing 1.74 lakh of people just due to road accidents. Whether it happens in the highways or in the local area or in the road cities. It's across all 1.74 lakh. And close to 5 lakh people are getting disabled. It is not just the numbers. It is all talking about, it is their family, pushing them into the poverty. Their kids are losing their education and lifelong medical expense for the people who are getting disabled. There are a lot of CS here, those who love the numbers. What is the economic impact of India on this is usually $12 billion. Because accidents. People are putting 3 main factors here. One is driver, second is vehicle we drive, third is the road infrastructure. We will leave the road infrastructure to the contractors and politicians. They don't take care of it. What is under control is drivers and vehicles, right? Vehicle is always in a good condition. That is what we try to keep as a driver. Or obeying safety of the road safety. That's a second question. Many of you know Mr. Science Muslim, ex-chairman of Taradu Shapunji College. He died of road accident. What is the cause? Not wearing seatbelt. Many of us try to avoid wearing a seatbelt. The reason is we think it's a cover. Actually, in technical terms, the seatbelt is called as primary resistance system, PRS. Any vehicle designer who talks about it is PRS. While we enter into the car, we'll sit there, we'll pray to the God. Actually, the best God to safeguard us while driving is the seat. If you don't wear a seatbelt during the cause of accident, even God can be used. So please do wear a seat. In last 10 years, In India, we lost close to 70 lakh people due to violence. This is just a number. That's very good, right? It's science. But within this 30 lakh, 50% of life profit. Many of us, and we call it as bystanders, since we have the problem of going to the legal, we have the problem of going to the police procedure, which we don't even aware what it is. We ended up taking selfie, taking a photo, putting it in the WhatsApp. Because we are hesitant to do that. Supreme Court taken the law of in year 2016 and we passed the law in 2019. It's part of our law. This is good Samaritan law. It safeguards the bystanders like us. When we saw the road accident which has happened, immediately we can call and inform one of the ambulance or the police. They will not be coming behind you after saving you. That safeguard has been provided by Supreme Court. This is amended. Ministry of Road and Transport also giving award to the people who are doing this activity very generously and then making people aware about the trade safety. We are going to have the road safety week happening in 11th to 17th of January. I want to pick up this topic to some of you so that we as the people can be aware about the road safety rule and also we go back and read about the good Samaritan law, how we can help others at the time of it. I will request all of you to stand for a minute, take the pledge along with me to be a good Samaritan. First and foremost, I will read road safety rules. Please repeat. I will read road safety rules. I wear seat belt while sitting in a car. I will not do outside drive. I will help the people at the time of the need during the road accident. Thank you. Please be seated. Any of your influential HR meeting, part of law group, understand the road Ministry Road Transport Ministry website is having a lot of information which can be shared with WhatsApp group, or we can build a program within your office as a HR executive so that people can understand the road safety rules and practices and also have a complete awareness of good safety. I believe with this we can be able to save a lot of people's life and the time. Thank you.
And with that, 1 minute of silence to give feedback from the speaker. Now I'm going to tell you how to improve the game of power rescue. With two things. First is color combination and second is accidents. So color, when it comes to color combination, always think about the color psychology. Now black represents power and order. That's why I like black. because I have to know power. When I be present as a Toastmaster of the day, I have to be in a full ownership. With respect to me, that shows trust. And when, if you are going to be a navy blue, it will give you trust to the audience and transparency. So you can color combinate with white. It shows emotions as well. Third is gray, which shows strength. And if you have color combination with red as well, it shows courage. Also, these dark colors like black, navy blue, you can mix match with pastel colors like baby green, light green, and that gives you a very good impression to the audience. It gives strong sense of self-worth. And when you show up as in a good attire, it shows respect to the audience as well. Then second thing is accessories. So I bifurcated to when and women. So first I'm going to talk about men, and it's tried and tested because I did it for my husband from so many years. So when you are going to wear a formal attire, always your belt and your footwear should be in same color. Second, you can, if you are going to wear a dark color blazer with a dark color pant, so the color of tie should be vibrant. Or you can mix match with publics as well. So that is for the very minimum option for boys. So I'm going to talk about women. When it comes to women, there are too many options, but I think less is more. When it comes to business formal, you have to be very, very minimalistic. Like I only wear earrings today. And if you wear pulse earring, that shows class and grace. You can wear necklace as well if you have a meaning possibly. So that increase your grace on stage. So these two you can have also wristwatches for both men and women. And footwear is the most important. Like again, I used to tell you all of you that my boss used to tell me be representable because he always told take your footwear on the farm. So you make sure that you told me again and again your footwear has to be very fine and finished when you in front of your audience or in front of your clients. So that is the two things you can add and it will be a demo of styling. With that, we take a break of 10 minutes and after that, I'm telling you how to enhance on the next one. Thank you so much. Now, so basically, you can enhance your demo power of dressing with these two things. And these things are related to dressing. First is hygiene. We have all our philosophy, we all have a small when you are in a public house, there is no bad breath. So do small pressure or something like that. You are proper. Then should be clean. And for girls, your hair should be very, very neatly and tightly and good. That is the basic hygiene you can work on to improve this power of dressing. Second, manners and etiquettes, which is not related to directly to dressing, but which is most important. First is there are few words you can use, like sorry, please. When you are in a formal environment, you have to use this word to show your manners and etiquettes. Second is acknowledge and appreciate more. And you can talk also, you can do this very easily. We appreciate very easily. We acknowledge very easily. So these two things you can add to this and enhance your power of dressing. Now we can move forward to the next segment, general evaluation segment. And today's general evaluator is a clean sister of Toastmaster Vidya. I'm very excited. She is the first one to call me. Amrita, what is the theme? What are you going to wear? That was she is excited. And she is doing such a noble cause to teach children communication. That is good legend. Toastmaster Karinda, please.
Good evening, everyone. So general evaluation session is divided into mainly three parts. Evaluation of speeches, report of the tax team, and my report, that is GS report, general evaluation report. Very quickly to get to the points, we will start with the evaluation of speeches. So can I please call upon Toastmaster Rajesh to evaluate our first written speech first.
Speaker, Toastmaster Dheeraj, Toastmaster Dheeraj. So, it is said that laughter is an instant vacation. And Toastmaster Dheeraj took us on a vacation with his humorous take on emotions of our students. And it was really very humorous. And I would say that I really enjoyed uh, the speech that you have given. So this is my first evaluation, and I was, seriously trying to take notes. But you were constantly bombarding jokes, and I thought that evaluation will be later. So that was the impact of your speech. So, a very good thing. It was very raw, entertaining. I could see that everybody was engaged. They were laughing. The jokes kept on coming. It was all as the section in the Toastmaster Rama has said personal story. So this was a deeply personal story which you had communicated with laughter, with a lot of humor, and everybody was enjoying it. They were all engaged. You were very articulate in what you said. People could understand very well. You communicated very well, and you were loud and clear. Your voice and throughout, there was no hiccups in your speaking. Your movement, eye contact, all of that was very good. So overall, from all these point of view, the speech was excellent, well engaging, and very well done. A couple of points which I noted, which I thought you would benefit. Before actually, Toastmaster speeches are not supposed to be like a stand-up. There should be a logical conclusion. Here, this was more of a stand-up. The jokes kept coming, but where was it going? That was one of the points which was there. Second is, the objective was body language. And your body language was there in the form of gestures, but it was limited to that. Maybe you could have tried to use other parts of the body. So that is one of the things. And there was some repetition in jokes. So that is probably something that you might want to avoid. But overall, I think it was a very engaging and entertaining session, and really enjoyed it. Congratulations, Toastmaster Dheeraj. Well done.
That we will call on the second evaluator for today, that is Toastmaster. Now,
Toastmasters and dear guests, what a provoking speech given by Toastmaster Kalyan. You, from the very first moment, connected with every each one of us. You brought our attention with the narration of the story of your friend who died in the car because someone was not handling his driving properly. So you connected in the very beginning, you engaged the audience very well. Coming to attention, you draw the attention of the audience very well because you've given us so many statistics related to economy, the number of casualty happening due to road accidents. Now, your story was having emotion. You were able to withdraw, you were able to draw all of those emotions. You engaged the audience very well when you asked us to take a 1 minute place and do the recitation. So you are able to engage all of us very well. Now, all the stories should have some lesson because our times are very important. So you gave us a lesson that hearing seatbelt is very much important and caution. It was like an art thing that should be applied by each and every one of us. That was the lesson I took from you. Also, you must every one of us to took action when the events or accident happen, which many of people reluctant, many people avoid, as you told us about the Woods American law, that how government is kind of rewarding and good to the people who are helping the needy ones. Now we are here to improvise. And as an audience, further auditory refinement for me personally would have been a bit of dramatization of the events. So your story was having emotional connect. Your story was having lesson, action, and engagement. Further dramatization of event could have made us connect with all those connect with the event because many of us would have lost our dear ones in extended circle in such a mishap. So with the vocal variety and body gestures would have made it more dramatized and made it better. So such a wonderful speech will persuaded us to be a good citizen of our own and congratulations on your.
Time to call upon evaluators. So we are going to call upon Toastmaster Vidya to evaluate Toastmaster Rajesh.
In the meantime, can we have the timings of speakers, please? Speakers.
Speaker 2, Kalyan Kumar 2, 7 minutes, 7 minutes.
7 seconds.
0. 0. Evaluator 1, Toastmaster Rajesh 2 minutes, 39. And evaluator 2, Toastmaster Ravi 3 minutes, 0 seconds.
Feedback and evaluation is an ongoing journey of learning and improvement. And let's congratulate Rajesh. Evaluation is not just critical evaluation. Oh, you did bad this, or you could have done this great. But it's also about finding out good answers. Let me motivate the speaker to give more and more speeches. And it was very well done by our evaluator, Rajesh, because he had points on how good Dheeraj was in certain aspects, like he had stories, examples, he had humor, the delivery part he mentioned about the stage movement and eye contact. He not only he continued his target speakers humor with his own humor. He too added humor. When he said, oh, I kept the evaluation aside and I thought I'll enjoy the humor. I hope it was from that humor point and not seriously done. So it was a continuation, very well done. Positive points, very well done. You motivated him. You had good recommendations, which I also enjoyed. Like too much of stories and the conclusion was not there. What was the purpose of the speech? It was not clear. It was like too much of content, but no takeaway for the audience, which was very well said by you. Also, there are two types of evaluation. Evaluation, general evaluation of the speech and based on the object, the purpose of the speech. You mentioned both the things. General evaluation as well as whether it could meet the purpose of the speech. And I felt he could not because the gestures were not there, which intentionally he could have added because it was stories. The speech was full of stories and he could have added. So that was also a great recommendation. Now my feedback as you as an evaluator, it's your speech as well. So apart from that, you should also deliver the speech. So work on your delivery as an evaluator. Now when you're giving examples or feedback, recommendation to the speaker, give examples. Okay. For example, the gestures. Pauses are also part of gestures, right? When the teacher said motto, he could have taken that pause at that time. Okay, you could have shown them where he could have taken pauses, where he could have used gestures when he was talking up with the teacher. That story, when the bell story was going on, he could have moved stage and have kind of shown that insight. There he could have he could have used that gesture. So you can explain and show examples where he can use it. And there was one thing, there was no summary. So good thought, good analysis, positive points to encourage it, but you should also summarize your evaluation. You should also deliver it as a speech. All the best for your future. We can rely for the
So, imagine a situation you are going in a railway station, metro station, and you see somebody who's wearing yellow color pants and yellow color pants, and you start giving feedback. So, how do we take it? Obviously, we do not take it personally. But try to connect with them, sit with them, try to engage with them in a conversation, and then bring about the point that this yellow color probably is not looking for the connection is very important. Whenever you hear a speech, how that speech connected you, how do you connect with that speech? This was speech about persuading the audience about a certain. There are few things which were missed in your evaluation. Or first thing was that we talked too much about statistics. This was not a speech about research and development. So one thing which you said very clearly that dramatization of the event to highlight the kind of seriousness that is there. Vocal variety, perfect on the top. That is definitely required. But also, how do you connect with that speech? Now, from last, I think 10-15 days, if you recollect, you must be witnessing so many events happening. There's one ferry which is around, there are some accidents which are happening. There are so many incidents of accidents which are happening, which is disturbing us, which is making us think, what are we doing? And probably you were connected with that thing that it was all these things in my mind, and when you brought about this topic, it all came back to me, and I thought that yes, what a
wonderful message and a wonderful timing of that message. That was one thing. Second thing was that as I told you about this, it was not a research and development field. It was not a research development field. Whenever there is a you are bringing in statistics, that is fine to bring the seriousness, but too much of statistics, people will not be able to absorb. And instead of bringing the statistics, probably like he has suggested you revising the statistics, you could have used some dramatization. Okay, and with that dramatization, probably the seriousness could have come. Overall, very good in terms of concluding, in terms of how you see him to be improving. But I just felt that if you could have added this element in the beginning, that how your speech connected with me and how this element is not.
Let us now call upon our time team for the report. Agnel, can I please call upon Agnel for the report?
Toastmaster reject of the system. Toastmaster
Spoken with the conference today by the speaker, but yes, I have noticed there's a lot of pauses were taken. So like Jesse take 2 balls short forward, Jesse down 3, Ravi 1 pause, and Krish is not. The game for today. Toastmaster.
we had some very good usage of some places. And I think it was only but use the word of the page and word of there is only one what in sync with the people. So maybe okay, so the good use cases that I could observe. Someone has again he has used the word thing models of operating. So that's a good usage. Then somebody had used the word good Samaritan. So that itself is a good place that we use at many of the usages. Then there was one which was used by Rajesh that was very good. Laughter is an instant vacation. So that is also good usage. Laughter is an vacation. Then many words, good words were used like provoking, dramatization, cordial, amicable. So those were the good ones that I can put across. Then the wrong usages, there are many. In fact, there are many. Just counting on a few of them. Three certain things. When you use the three certain, with three wasn't you was not required there. Then there was this give the feedback and should have gave the feedback. Then I was there one usage. I am telling you.
It should have been I will tell you. Then there was that usage which was times are very important. The time is very important. Basic things like I wanted, that it should have been used as I want. So, out of all the things, one thing I realized is catching grammar is not easy thing. and I have been working in this profession of international sales, and mostly I talk to people in the Middle East, and the owners of big corporations, the kind of English they speak is pathetic. Every word that they speak is so important to me because I and my job totally relies on that. so, so this thing about using this, it will really come with improvement. A lot of them are there, like good using this as well as in a speech. Multiple times I have seen people using past tense when it should have been present tense. So these things happen. So it has to be improved. So that is what.
Thank you so much for that remarkable report. With that, we will call upon our quiz master.
So hoping that you all have listened all the speeches carefully. Let's begin with the first quiz. What are the two things that is unrelated, not related to the attire is been told by TMOD to maintain it? Yes. I request everybody to raise your hand if you know.
Manners and hygiene.
Manners and hygiene, right? The second one is that road safety week, when it will be celebrated.
11 Jan.
It's actually week, so not 11 to
11th January.
11 to 17 Jan. Okay.
which number he has mentioned that to die when you see accident on road? Yes, anybody? No.
I think it should be 108.
108 is the correct number. What is primary resistance to it? He has mentioned that in his
Feedback.
Okay. And I don't go in that statistical data because that is much harder to remember. So that's it. Thank you.
And the meeting started well on time. And I am hoping that we will end by 7:30, for which I'm running along. Staff introduced everything, properly instructions were given, so kudos to the staff of that. Presiding officer, super, very well engaging staff he gave to us, and that kudos to you as well. All my role players did a good job with your script, described everything very well. Only thing is, I wanted to tell you all is, please add some creativity in your own roles by either adding props or having some taglines or anything. Something that you can add creative and make it more engaging to audience, because the script is something that we all have been hearing since so many meetings. So probably we know the script, but yes, for the benefit of guests, we do need to read the script. If we can add some creativity towards it. Now, coming to our TMOD for today. Toastmasters. Can we have a round of applause? Generally, I'm not in the corporate, we need to know the formal wear or the proper attire that needs to be carried to the office. So good insight was given to me by Toastmaster and rather to all of us. Not only that, the other things like accessories, etiquettes, and basic things that we need to consider for our dressing and making it impressive was all being told in detail, and it was quite captivating and interesting of the day. Coming to the speeches, we have no prepared speeches today. Wonderful speeches though, but I really request both my speakers, please check your objectives. Speech objective and the purpose of the speech. If that is met, you are worth delivering your speech. And that's similar thing I would like to tell my evaluators as well. Insist and make sure that your speakers are, make sure that mention whether they're achieving their purpose of the speech or objective of the speech very clearly, so that next time when the speakers are preparing the speeches, they make the note of it that the purpose is equally important with other elements that they are coming to on the stage. If that is not attained, the speech goes in vain. So please make sure that the speech objective and the purpose of the speech is considered and given a high weightage when you come to the stage. All in all, wonderful speeches, and the reports given by my staff team were excellent. With that, I think we should be ending our meeting on time. So I will hand over to my fourth sector, almost everyone. So please Anderson is a founder of TED Talk, written in his book that if you are willing to deliver your speech, select your attire in advance and practice in that attire over and over again. The time of your speech. So if you're going to select your attire, practice it with proper body language, you will not create impact. So I'm going to give you one demo last, and you all have to follow us. So I want one volunteer, Toastmaster Ajay. For once, want to create more impact, you have to sleep on your legs first. Then punch the period. Shoulder bit back. Chin parallel to the ground. Now slowly look at everyone like you. And take a smile with closed lips. That creates more impact on the body language point of view, because dressing will not be helpful if body language is not going to be proper. That's the last thing. You can sit now. You can do how we remember.
Thank you so much, Namrata, for the wonderful session. And when he was telling me that person with a business problem, so I thought that most of them will not aware, but I'm happy to see that most of you are aware. I have shared it in the group and also to guests. And also guests, we have sent you individually and also they will do also when you can share. Okay, fine. So yes, so Vineet, I'm not able to find your number on WhatsApp. Which I have shared or WhatsApp. So you can also start voting for the whole player on WhatsApp. And by that time, I'll just make some announcements. So our next meeting is on 4th of Jan, and it is a regular meeting which will have the regular session of speeches, table topics, and general knowledge. And after that, on 18th of Jan, we are having our contest, that is the RSC International Speech Contest and Table Topic Contest.
So I request everybody to please participate in the contest. If you are not able to participate, then take a role in the contest. And if that is not possible, please try to attend the contest because that will give you a really glimpse of what this contest is actually about. There will be very good speakers. We have some wonderful speakers in our club, and all of them will be competing. So it will be a great experience. So, apart from that, we have some guests who I will take some feedback from the guests. We were not in the beginning, so I would like to tell you you said what's your name, how did you come to know about us, and how was your experience?
Hello everyone, I am Mohit Singh. So, I just stumbled upon Toastmasters on this program and saw a club nearby, so I thought I would join today. But unfortunately, I got little late and I could join only after 6:30. So I've not seen much, but I found it to be very interactive. And one thing which I really like is that everyone is cheering for clapping after every event. So it's a very, I found the environment is very addictive. So I really appreciate that.
I was aware of this meetup, so I went through the meetup Adam, and then I saw this event. So it's quite nice. People are like welcoming and a little bit technical. That could be a challenge, but I think as move on progress towards this challenge that can be
was the Toastmasters on the Google, but my manager told me to search for platforms where you can connect with people and improve your communication skills. So from there, I got to know about this and about the experience today. I really love the way everybody is connecting with each other and sharing ideas. So, feedback session which would help improve the skills and talk about that.
Toastmasters and yes, my name is Prakash Shetty. This is my second session. I'm really enjoying it. One big reason is the kind of sessions we have, the feedbacks we have, right? And moreover, this is a big learning curve for every individual in this sessions altogether. So I'm also planning to join this from next month onwards. So please welcome me.
This right, and I enjoyed it, to be very honest, and specifically the evaluation run. So the way the mining things are being picked up, because so for example, we are being told to give feedback, but at least till now, I don't find myself in a position to give a feedback because I don't find myself to be good enough to give a kind of feedback. So I do the feedback from I get the feedback from a teacher. I'm not able to understand the time. I am not comfortable as of now because I feel to be that I need sometimes. So that is I feel and I think the evaluation round I really like this particularly there I like and the one question I have, so I'm not very sure whether this is the right time at this point. So with respect to Kalyan's speech, one point was when a statement was pointed out about the dramatization. So I wanted to understand, because I am not able to understand, but the content was very serious. And when we are talking about dramatization, then what kind of dramatization we are talking about? I'm not able to understand.
Came in there with some expectations and it turned out to be way better than what I had expected. Thank everyone for getting along in this experience. One thing I loved today was the nuances of storytelling that I got to know from all of you guys is something that would really be helping me in my career. Thank you so much, everyone.
Right, yes.
Here, I think among the Toastmaster of the day is who?
Stand in the way you shown. Brother,
Just one thing, all the guests, you can connect with Amrita, who is the buddy for our VP membership, Rohita, and for the membership.
the check.
And with them,
Yes, I know of the campus. Men like you.